For theater organ lovers, and most certainly the Wurlitzer faithful, a trip to upstate New York conjures up thoughts of visiting the motherland. For the second time since 1964, and that fifth convention gathering of what was then known as ATOE, we return to Rochester, Buffalo, the hallowed grounds of North Tonawanda, New York, for the 2026 Annual Convention of the American Theater Organ Society. To boot, we'll also travel into central New York to hear the magnificent theater organs in Elmira, Rome, and Syracuse. Back in the day, it was one legend after another. Pearl White, Melody Mack, Leonard McLean, Reginald Fort, Gaylord Carter, hometown favorite Tom Grierson. Farney Wurlitzer presided at a luncheon and spoke with incredible clarity about the theater organ history of his family's famous firm. 62 years later, we return to indulge in some of the most sumptuous sounds emanating from any pipe organ chambers anywhere on earth, performed by today's budding legends, some of the finest in our distinctive art form, on the great theater organs of western and central New York. It's not New York City, but 265 miles north and west, between Niagara Falls and the picturesque Finger Lake region, Rochester, where innovative companies like Kodak and Xerox provided the economic engines for a city that boasts art, festivals, world-famous museums, and for us, a home base for the ATOS Convention in 2026. The DoubleTree by Hilton Hotel, with its most distinctive architecture, is conveniently located in the town of Henrietta on the south side of Rochester. A discounted convention room rate and plenty of free parking helps make this a very affordable place to stay. It's located 10 minutes from the airport with free shuttle service. There is an on-site restaurant and several more in a small radius of the hotel, including some who deliver. Free Wi-Fi, a business center, fitness center, and an indoor pool, all the creature comforts we seek are available right here. Our musical adventure begins Monday morning, July 6th, with an optional Preglow event. It starts with a scenic bus trip through areas characterized by farms and rolling hills to historic Elmira, New York. This was the home of the Hope Jones Organ Company. It's the burial site of Samuel Clemens, who we all know as Mark Twain. And today, Elmira is the home of the beautiful Samuel L. Clemens Center for the Performing Arts and an original 320 Marne Colton that survived 2 major floods and years of neglect. It's been beautifully resurrected and maintained by David Peckham, and it's also going to be beautifully played by Brett Valiant. The instrument is now a thrilling 432 with Wurlitzer additions. It's an amazing organ, and this will be an amazing opening concert. Following Brett's performance, we'll board buses to the Corning Museum of Glass in Corning, New York, where we will tour the world-famous glass museum and store. Attendees are encouraged to stagger their tour of the museum so everyone can use their vouchers toward lunch in the museum cafeteria. After lunch, the buses will take us back to the hotel for some free time and dinner on your own. Then, Monday night, officially we begin. The short shuttle bus ride from the DoubleTree Hotel to the West Hare Auditorium Theater in downtown Rochester will find us in the home of the Rochester Theater Organ Society and the RTOS Grierson 423 Wurlitzer, which has been providing the highest level of concert programming for more than 60 years. The great Nathan Avakian, as innovative as it gets, will be at the console to kick us off with a bang. Tuesday morning begins with the ATOS annual meeting at the hotel, and then after some free time, it's off to the Rochester Museum and Science Center for the annual Young Theater Organists competition. It will be exciting to hear the new talent perform on the recently refurbished 312 Wurlitzer at the Eisenhart Auditorium. After the Young Artists competition, we head back to the hotel for an ATOS member forum, a cocktail gathering, and some free time before the shuttle buses head back to the West Hare Auditorium Theater, where young Ben Forstoffer returns after his highly acclaimed debut in March of 2024 when he was just a junior in high school. Wednesday is Buffalo Day. Bright and early, it's off to North Tonawanda and the Riviera Theater, the Riv as we know it. The Riviera boasts the famous Painted Ladies console, and David Wickerham will be playing that historic instrument, often used by the Wurlitzer Company to show off its medium-sized theater organs. Today, it's in great shape. Sounding wonderful, it will be in the hands of one of ATOS's most popular artists. We're going to wrap 2 great concerts around lunch in North Tonawanda. After the performance at the Riv, shuttle buses will take us to the Wurlitzer Factory Complex for lunch. Genuflecting is not necessary, but the photo op is irresistible. Following lunch, it's back to the Riv. And in the afternoon, all the way from the UK, Aaron Hawthorne will direct the Painted Ladies to sing. Those 2 artists, that beautiful theater, that sound, this will be a memorable day indeed. From the Riviera, we'll head to the Classics 5 Banquet Hall in Amherst, New York, for the awards dinner. Don't worry, this unforgettable dining experience is one of 2 great dining venues, all included in your convention fee. After recognition is bestowed and a great meal is enjoyed, talk about special, we head to Shea's Buffalo Theater, fully restored and gorgeous, and celebrating its 100th anniversary and that of the original 428 Wurlitzer. And also coming from the UK, the master, Richard Hills. He will take the console of the 428 and thrill us with music from Shea's. Thursday is the closing day of the convention, and it will provide leisure time in the morning with lunch on your own. Shortly after noon, shuttle buses will take us to hear the great Mark Herman at a special concert. Then it's back to the hotel for some free time and an early dinner on your own. Following dinner, we're off to the West Air Auditorium Theater once again for the closing concert of the convention featuring Donnie Rankin, the Ohio native, previous ATOS competition winner, and a musician providing a great mix of traditional theater organ with jazz, a great concert to close the convention. And although that is the official close of the convention, there's more. The optional Afterglow event will take us east to central New York and the historic Capitol Theater in Rome, New York. There, David Peckham will treat us to what a theater organ was built to do, accompany silent films as he weaves his musical magic on the 3/7 molar to the visions on the silver screen. Heading west from Rome, we'll have lunch at the Spaghetti Warehouse in Syracuse. This will be another exceptional dining experience included in your Afterglow registration. After the delicious meal, we'll make our way to the 311 Wurlitzer on the New York State Fairgrounds in Syracuse to hear young David Marsh. With his unique personality, he'll play the Wurlitzer Opus 1143, originally built in 1925 and installed in the RKO Keith's Theater in downtown Syracuse. Great theaters like the West Air Auditorium, the Riv, the Clemens Center, the Capitol Theater, and oh boy, Shea's Buffalo, the 423 and 428 Wurlitzers, the 432 Marr and Colton and Part Wurlitzer, and the sensational lineup of great artists. Mark your calendars now for July 6th through July 10th and the 2026 ATOS Annual Convention. Rochester, Buffalo, North Tonawanda, Elmira, Rome, Syracuse, Western and Central New York, and our hosts, RTOS partnering with ATOS, creating an exciting event not to be missed. We will see you in New York in 2026.